back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be recapping and reviewing episode 1 and 2 of BGC All-Star Battle Season 2. But before I get too into it, though, I want y'all to drop down and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that is the type of content that you like, you might as well stick around and hit the subscribe button. If you find yourself enjoying my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up and or drop a comment down below. On that road to 1K, go ahead and subscribe. Help your girl out. Now, let's go ahead and get into episode 1, where you know we got to meet the girls. I have Camila from season 8, Alicia and Nancy from season 10, Tiana from the Jumper House season 11, Valentina also from 10, Amy from 8, Andrea from 11, Janelle from 11, Sarah from 11, I should have put all of them together, Shelly from 7, Stephanie from 10, and then Elise from 8. Now, we also have some girls that are returning from season 1, either because they went home early or that they just made it far in the game and they need a second chance to redeem themselves. So, returning, we have Megan, Danny, Rocky, and Paula. Now, when all the girls get into the house, you know, everybody is mingling and all the girls see that there are a few people returning from season 1. Valentina in particular says that she has her eye on Danny. Now, of course, Ray J is the host and he comes in and tells the girls about the rules. So we all know there are 2 challenges a week. Captain's Challenge, where the captain that wins gets to run their team in eliminations, and the team challenges, where the losers are put up for elimination. Now it's time to walk around the house and start strategizing. Danny takes Camila and Amy into a room, and then they make a secret alliance from season 8. Now, this didn't really last too long because people automatically figured that all the girls from the same season would have some sort of alliance. Y'all, I personally didn't really like season 2. You know, upon the first watching, I liked season 1 better. But now that I'm rewatching season 2, I'm starting to realize these girls were very, very athletic. Like, they came to play. Season 1, you know, you really just had Flo, Natalie, and Jen for real. But season 2, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this very first Captain's Challenge determines the teams. And what the girls really have to do is they have to run and grab a ball and bring it back. But here's the twist. There are less balls than they are all-stars. In every round, there will be fewer balls and fewer people. Round 1 starts off with all 16 girls, but only 10 balls. And when I tell you these girls are literally fighting to get these balls, they are fighting, tackling each other, ripping the ball from one another, and everything. Like, they are going hard. Camila, Valentina, Amy, Rocky, Andrea, Alicia, Tiana, Shelly, Stephanie, and Elise. Woo! That's a lot of people. Move on to round 2. Now, round 2 is 10 girls and 6 balls. Amy is going hard for the very last ball, but Stephanie sneaks in and runs it all the way back. Kind of surprising everybody that how athletic Stephanie is. And to be honest, y'all, I didn't know Stephanie was on this season until this challenge. When I tell you, I must have like looked away or was taking notes or something when she was introduced like at the beginning or something, because I was like, Stephanie's here? I didn't even know until this challenge. Anyhow, Shelly, Amy, Tiana, and Elise are out after that round. So now it's just 4 girls and 2 balls. And Rocky and Camila are the ones that win the challenge, making them the first team captains. This year, the girls have 2 different team colors. The first is the gold team. And Camila decides that she's going to choose Danny, Valentina, Amy, Megan, Alicia, Nancy, and Janelle. Now, Rocky is captain of the red team, and she chooses Andrea, Paula, Shelly, Tiana, Stephanie, Sarah, and Elise. I personally feel like Camila is dumb for putting her entire alliance on her team. Like, yes, you want to build the numbers so that you're never put up for elimination, but somebody from the other team has to vote or persuade people to keep you here. So she should have honestly just put like, because we find out later she has a secret alliance with Elise anyways, she should have put 2 people on her team and then make sure 2 people were on the opposing team. Mistake. Anyways, Nancy says that Camila's choices for their team are dumb because Rocky has all of the big bitches on her squad. Now it's time for the team challenge of the episode. And this one is kind of like tug of war, but instead they're pushing. So you have each team on opposing sides of a wall, and the first team to push the other team over into the water wins. Now, this one wasn't even close. The red team wins very fast because, kind of like Nancy said, all the big bitches are on that side. Now it's time for the nominations. The yellow team wants to break up their team's internal alliance between Camila, Amy, and Danny, which is very smart. Now, those girls never said they were in an alliance. It was never really made evident in the house, but they just figured, like I said earlier, because they were all in the same season, that they would have an alliance. However, Danny and Amy are pissed, but Nancy really don't care. Nancy says, at the end of the day, y'all up, and it really don't matter what y'all got to say about it. Now, Amy goes and pleads her case to the red team, saying that, of course, if they keep her, she's going to do the old faithful backstab and throw challenges. Now it's time for elimination. And some of the girls want to vote Amy out because she's a physical threat. Like, literally, Amy was beasting in the captain's challenge, and I honestly don't know how she wasn't the first one picked. Others decide they want Danny going because she's more of a mental threat. Personally, I honestly don't know, because it's a two-sided coin. Get rid of the physical threat or get rid of the mental threat. But ultimately, Danny is eliminated and tells the girls to make smarter decisions in the future. Well, that is the end of episode 1. I personally thought that all the returning girls should have created an alliance, but they didn't do that. It's unfortunate seeing Danny go home first because I really enjoyed her mental gameplay. It just reminded me of like Big Brother. But please, if you are enjoying my commentary, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and or drop a comment down below. Let's go ahead and get started into episode 2. This episode starts off with some plotting. We see that Megan and Paula are getting close, and Sarah walks in on a conversation, and of course they change the subject. Now, Sarah doesn't like this fact that two people on opposing teams are getting so close, and she decides, instead of keeping it to herself, to spread the word. What a dummy. That's the problem with Sarah. Sarah cannot hold water. This is also when we find out about the secret alliance between Camila and Elise. Now, of course, they figured that everyone would not suspect them working together because of their season beef, but this is exactly why secret alliances, well, their secret alliance could possibly work. The activity for this captain's challenge is to roll around in honey and stick all the coins to you. Whoever has the most coins wins. Now, Shelly is feeling sick, and she decides that she's going to sit out for this captain's challenge. I feel like it's always one person every season that's just dead weight. Last season it was Erica. This season is Shelly. Red team's captain ends up being Sarah, and the gold team's captain ends up being Camila yet again. After the challenge, the red team notices that their member, Paula, is always hanging out with the gold team. I feel like this is an issue on Paula's end. It's cool to have friends on the other side. However, you should not make it that noticeable, because your team is going to feel like you're in cahoots with them, and whoever goes up against you is essentially committing the S word. I can't say that on YouTube, and I'm trying to get monetized, okay? All right, here we go. So we also start to get a little insight into Andrea. Now, if y'all remember Andrea from season 11, she was like the umpteenth replacement. She's a little bit cuckoo in the brain, and she starts to show it on this show. The team challenge for this episode is entitled Break Out Bad Girl. All team members except for the captain will be stuck behind a wall. The captain has to first break out one girl, and then they both have to go break out another girl, and then all three of them have to break out another girl, so on and so forth until all team members have been released. Now, the red team has too many players, right? So somebody has to sit out, but no one wants to. This leads to some arguing and bickering, but Stephanie decides that she's going to take one for the team and sit out for the team challenge. Now, during this challenge, the gold team already started off with a lead. The red team does try to close the gap, but ultimately the gold team wins. Now it's time for the red team to go through their first elimination, and they have to make their first nominations of the season. Now, Rocky wants to put up Andrea and Elise as to not piss off Paula's alliance, but Paula is low-key the goal. Now, some members want to get rid of strong people on their own team, which make absolutely no sense. When it comes to competition games, y'all have to keep the strong people until the individual challenges, or maybe right before the individual challenges. And everybody knows when the individual challenges is going to be. It's usually around 10 to 12 people. That's when y'all start eliminating your biggest competition. But right now, it's episode 2. It's way too early. Anyhow, they decide that they're going to nominate Andrea and Paula, quote unquote, using Paula as a decoy. And y'all know that word pisses Paula off. Now, Andrea, however, is also pissed. She felt like she goes hard for her team and she doesn't deserve to be nominated. However, Andrea's not the best at articulating her thoughts, so everybody's just looking at her like she's cray-cray. This makes Andrea mad, and she decides, since they stabbed her in the back by nominating her, she's going to stab them in the back by packing up and leaving the competition. This means that the red team now has to nominate one more person for elimination, and that person is Elise, making Paula and Elise up for elimination. So Elise decides that she's going to meet up with Camila to ensure her safety, and Camila says that she will go talk to her team so they can keep her around. Now, Paula goes and talks to her red team people, and of course they say that she's safe. Now, I wanted to put this part in there because y'all know Nancy country, so imagine she's saying it. I like Elise, though, y'all. Elise is a badass, classy-ass bitch. That's what she said. But obviously, they got to vote to keep that girl Paula around, right? So Elise then comes into the red team's room, and she lets them know that Rocky is her goal. She wants to flip the gold team upside down and get Rocky out first. And she lets them know that she's down to throw challenges in the future if she's kept around. Now it's time for elimination, y'all. And y'all know, before elimination, all the girls up for nomination, they get to tell everybody why they deserve to stay. Elise gives her speech, and then Paula gives hers. And it's all about how people use her for a decoy, and they try to control her future, and everybody's crying. Valentina's crying, Nancy crying. They just so sad. Everybody except for Camila, because Camila said, look, Elise is throwing challenges, so Elise is going to stay around. But with a vote of 4-3, Paula is eliminated, and she says, stop trying to control things that you can't control. And on her way out, she throws her snot rag at Rocky. While Paula is packing up her things, Elise says to Paula, it was wrong for the team to put you out, especially as a decoy. And this is when Sarah says, wait a minute, hold on. I never said that Paula was a decoy. I wanted her gone. And this is when Paula goes off. Now, y'all, I ain't even gonna hold you. Paula yelling and all that clapping, don't nobody care, bitch. Pack your shit and get out the house. As of now, 2 of the 4 returning girls have been eliminated. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stick around for more content. I do Baddies reviews, Bad Boys on Zeus Network. I do BGC retro reviews, so make sure y'all stick around, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my commentary, and of course drop a comment down below. It really helps with the engagement. It helps push the channel. I'm on the road to 1K. Let's make it happen, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.